Greetings, phoners. Welcome to another MTG NerdPhil video. You know what we're doing? We're doing some Strixhaven Standard. Today we're doing something a little bit more unique. We're going to be kind of challenging ourselves. We're going to take a broken deck, or somewhat broken. I don't think it's like that broken. A somewhat broken deck and having a little bit more fun with it. We're going to make it a little bit harder for ourselves, but have a lot more fun with it. So if you want to see more stuff like this, you know what to do, right? Hit that subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, so you can have easier time finding me in the future and help me on the road to 300 subs on YouTube. And of course, you can follow me on Twitch, where I'm streaming some MTG, some Valorant, some Edge of Eternity right now. That's our RPG walkthrough that we're currently playing. So follow me on Twitch. Yeah, it'd be really great to see you guys there as well. I'm always updating Twitch a little bit, just trying to improve it in some ways. So please follow me there. All right, so today we're looking at Naya Winota. So we're adding green, and there's only 5 cards in green, but they're pretty strong cards. I've updated the list as well to kind of be a little bit more aggressive in a certain way, and because we are potentially gonna get color screwed in some sense, we're playing with cards that allow us to maybe that allow us to loot, hopefully for a better chance of getting the right cards we need. So let me show you what we're working with. So Defiant Strike, I mean, I'm really using this because the new art is beautiful. But if you saw my last Winota deck, which you can check out in the description, which is where I'm on Twitch, getting an extra draw card is pretty effective, and you know, maybe buffing a creature for a little bit is pretty important. Selfless Savior, no surprise. So Visual Wizard and Image Storm Raider are both non-humans. They both trigger Winota, but they both loot, which is pretty good. So they get us a little bit closer to Winota if she's not in our hand yet. Or to get rid of Bronzehide Lion or Maja, which are 2 green cards, just in case we don't have green. So here we have Bronzehide Lion. I really like this card. It's aggressive, fantastic 2-drop, and has the potential to give Indestructible, which, you know, we might want to actually put on a Winota. We have 3 Elite Spellbinders, Skyclave Apparition, Bone Crusher Giants, Blade Historian, Winota. These are cards you're familiar with. And then we have Maja. So I like Maja here because she comes out giving an Anthem effect to all our creatures, not just non-humans or humans. And when she sticks around, if we keep drawing lands, which sometimes happens, we get a little bit of a consolation prize. So you always like those, especially in MTG. So we got 8 plains, 6 mountains, 1 forest, 2 temple of abandons, and then 4 pathways, and then 3 branch loft pathways. So in general, this deck is, again, a little bit harder to play than your typical Boros Winota, but we're here to have a little bit of challenge. We're here to have fun. Maybe throw our opponents off for a little loop, because if they see Fissure Wizard and Instrument, they're probably like, I don't know what this guy is playing. And we're gonna maybe give them a little bit of surprise. So, this hand is very slow. So even though it's playable, I don't like it personally. So I'm gonna go ahead and mulligan this. I just don't feel comfortable keeping this hand. And maybe I should have kept. I'm gonna keep this hand. We do have a Scry with Temple of Abandon. Probably gonna just chuck the Blade Historian, if I'm frankly honest. And we can loot with the Fissure Wizard, so there's always that. There's, again, Fissure Wizard just kind of opens up possibilities here. So we get to chuck that to the bottom. All right, so hopefully we can draw plains here. I'm a little surprised that we're not. I mean, but that's okay. Search of Greatness. Okay, so probably mono green. I guess I'm gonna get rid of Defiant Strike. Just doesn't seem. Okay, so this is one of those games where the opening start just wasn't in the cards. It just wasn't gonna happen. So it's against Gruul, and they got, yeah, we're in trouble. We're in a lot of trouble here. We didn't even draw plains, so this is gonna be rough. It is doable, but it's certainly gonna be rough. If we draw plains here, we have a big chance of a comeback. If not, game is decided. Okay. So I'm going to do it now, because I suspect they have a Bone Crusher Giant. So if we can... They can't do it in response to us choosing it, which is great. So, yeah. I think now we have a really good shot here. Now we have a shot. Again, this is the power of Fissure Wizard. Just kind of helps you out a little bit in ways that you need it to. Okay. So... I don't think I care about Royal Eruption. I do actually care about the Cultivate. Because that implies that they're playing pretty big stuff. So, it's just not something I want to happen. And since Royal Eruption is a sorcery speed, they kind of have to decide this turn what they're going to get rid of. And actually, I don't mind if they get rid of the Elite Spellbinder. Okay, they decide to go with the... Wow, they spent all their mana cultivating. Okay. That's really good news for us, because now we get a huge swing with a Winota trigger, so... Whew, that's pretty good news. We do need white mana at some point, though. Or another one, but... Oh, and we... and we whiffed. What a... Dang, what a shocker. And I say that a little sarcastically, it's something I'm used to. I think we're gonna get a kill. Oh my goodness! There's Kogla. Okay. So, unfortunately, this is bad news. So, I'm gonna go ahead, get in the air. Decides to jump block, sure. That makes sense. He's done his job. So, I guess I could get rid of one of the Skyclave apparitions. It's not like doing anything right now. Ooh. Also, again, Fissure Wizard coming up huge. And now he'll have to spend a lot more mana. Scry to the bottom, sure. Probably a Royal Eruption on one of our flyers here. Makes sense. I take 7. The crackback is huge, though. Like, significantly huge. Alright. He's pretty confident that I won't draw a Winota. Oh! Oh, we still whiffed, of course. Again, Fissure Wizard, and that's without Innistorm Raider too, so I don't know. Again, color screwed is certainly a problem. I would have loved to have played the Skyclave Apparition, but I mean, this is just as good. And again, that buff, huge, right? 3 extra damage. So even though they managed to play the Kogla, managed to just slow him down enough. So again, I mean, if you want to climb the ladder, I'll be honest. That's what I'm always here for. Play the Boros version. Check out my Boros version. I think mine is a little bit more updated and a little bit more viable personally. But this is kind of like the more fun version. Again, Maja, kind of huge there, right? Because no matter what we drew, it was going to have some sort of relevance. So, yeah. Yeesh. Man, this hand is slow once again. I'm going to mulligan. This I can certainly keep. I like the Blade Historian. Kind of like Defiant Strike though. Just for the draw. Maybe we do put the Blade Historian back, because maybe we can get it with a Winota trigger. Not really sure, but... Alright, I guess we were supposed to put back a land. I've been bamboozled. Okay, got rid of 2 lands. I'm okay with that, personally. Sure. Oh, I would have loved the Skyclave Apparition, honestly. Oh, this is so painful. This is muy painful. Okay, we have Fissure Wizards once again. So we're actually going to get rid of the thingy-mabobs here. Now, here's the thing. It's actually helping us get closer to Winota, so there's kind of that. Can't complain. I may actually Fissure Wizard. I'm not sure yet. I kind of like everything we have. He's mana screwed, so that's good to know. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna check a land here. We only need 4 lands to function. And we have the second white, just in case we draw another Skyclave Apparition. I think we lost 2 though, so chances are pretty slim here. Alright, that's huge. I might just slam it if they tap out. I might just take 5 here and kind of hope for the best. But I could also play setup. I could just throw the... Oh, that sucks. That's painful. I guess it was meant to happen. We lost all our Skyclave apparitions. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. That's not good. Wow. This is unlucky if I ever saw one. Okay. Yeah, this has been extremely unlucky, but it's not like impossible to come back from this. Another Fissure Wizard. Yeah, I mean, why not? I don't need to find strikes, right? Blade Historian's fantastic. There we go. Okay, I can work with this. I think I can work with this. I think he's playing Xerath Sando. What? What is that? What did I just witness? Hello? Who plays this? What? Like, that's not even good against mono red. That's just specifically good against me. I really don't know what to say. That's the weirdest card to put in for rogues, and he has it. I am so confused. I am... Well, hey, you know what? I do the same thing with meta decks. I always find some way to play them differently, so there you go, I guess. I just why that card out of all the cards kept on top? That's not good. Why that card specifically? Why that one? Okay, Winota here would be fantastic. Okay, what are the odds of me drawing another Winota? Pretty high. Sure, whatever. Okay, no. Oh boy, that... What's interesting too is that if we didn't play Fissure Wizard and not draw the Winota, we'd have drawn her on our next turn and then just slammed her down. So that was the weirdest version of Rogues I've ever played against, but it like countered us specifically, so we gotta take the L. That is so weird though. I think if he was not playing weird stuff like that, we would have been fine. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this because I can play the Bronzehide lines. I know it's super greedy, especially without the red for Fissure Wizard, but hey, we put Bronzehide lines in here, so we're gonna use them. Look, the cats and the dogs are gonna get along. All right. I know it's a risky keep, and you know I'm also going second, which is like, hey, I can draw lands. There you go. Alright, dog on dog action. Illegal. Oh, it's mono white. Okay. That's cool. I don't mind that at all. So now he doesn't know what the heck we're playing because he's like, oh, a Winota deck probably, or a mono white deck, and now we play Bronze Online. And he's like, what the heck is this guy playing? My answer to you, good sir, is none of your business. Don't worry. We're not playing any weird stuff at all. What's great about the Fissure Wizard, if I can draw an untapped red land, is that I can play it, chuck the Maja probably, honestly. Oh, Skyclave Apparition. Yeah, that's annoying. That's for sure annoying. For sure, for sure. Something to be expected, though. Nothing too surprising there. They always have to have it, right? Sure, I'll take 2. No problem. Yeah, Fissure Wizard would be great to begin right now. Okay, I'll take a second Winota. So, if I can scry for a land, be great. So, Temple of Abandons are also pretty important there. Just a little bit of selection. Always good. Selection is always good in card games because it just you get to rely a little bit less on the RNG, and the opponent is being extremely annoying here. Okay. Wow, 2 Skyclave Apparitions back to back. You could have not asked for a better hand, eh? We'll take the 4. That's fine. I don't mind at all. So opponent's getting decently lucky here, but we should be alright. I could trigger it with just 1. I'm actually willing to, honestly. I don't see why not. Oh, the Maja? Or the Blade Historian? I think it's always Blade Historian, personally. Maja's good, but I think I like my hand. Okay, decides to trade. That's fine. That actually gives me a bigger oh, I see. Okay, sure, then I will also sacrifice. Okay, so I still think the Maja was the right choice to chuck away. Blade Historian is constant pressure. That was like another what do you call it? Skyclave Apparition? Or Gas Sprint, sure, that's fine. That doesn't really do that much. Okay, I'll land here. We actually do play the Maja right now. Because if we top deck lands, there's still a little bit of value to be said, so. And I'm going to get super aggressive here. We want to do it like this. I suspect he's going to sacrifice with the Alcid, and that's totally fine. Yep. Okay. Keep in mind, though, he's basically in top deck city. He's most likely to draw lands at this point, so that puts us in a pretty comfortable position. I'm actually not gonna discard. I kinda like my hand, because I suspect he has a way to get rid of Winota. I could attack with Winota. He could just chump block though. He doesn't even have to trade with it. There's the Heliod. Okay, so opponent got a little lucky there. So the top deck was amazing with just 5 lands in hand. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad on the opponent to top deck like that at all. It happens. I'm not too surprised, to be quite frank. Just kind of looking at his options here. Okay, sure. Okay, so he wants to put it on the lifelinker so that he can start swinging with it. That makes sense, for sure. I am gonna go ahead and attack here. I do want to get the Winota trigger. We do whiff. Alright. So that happens. Yeah, that was a very unfortunate whiff too. That really didn't have to happen, but it did, nonetheless. Okay, he figured out the smart way to block. Okay, that's not really necessary, but sure. I actually do want to target the, yeah. So this will be game here because the top deck from the opponent has been phenomenal. Gotta love it when that happens, right? But we can still hold on. It's not like it's the end of the world. It's just gonna be a lot harder, unnecessarily a lot harder. And the opponent is still drawing amazingly. So this is the part that frustrates a little bit about MTG, is that, you know, they're in top deck city all the way, and they are going to do fine for whatever reason with 5 lands out. And keep in mind, we've been digging, right? We were digging with the Fissure Wizards and whatnot. They were just literally in top deck mode. This part about Magic is always a little frustrating to me personally, because it tells me that, like, no matter how I try to build my deck, I'm gonna go ahead and scoop here actually, that I can lose to RNG, not necessarily from my side, but from their side. So I'm gonna get in for one more game here because I think we were winning up to the point Heliod was played, and I suspected that they were gonna draw lands a little bit more. They could be playing 20 lands and just be hoping for the craziest, nuttiest start. A lot of people don't do that though, so. And, you know, the double Skyclave apparition like that in the early game, that was insane. Just impressive moves by the opponent to top deck. I'm gonna go ahead and mulligan this. So as you can see, we've mulliganed every time, and that is something, it's gonna be, I always say this, it's common here. There are days where I do amazingly, like the first Winota deck, and there are days where nothing. I'm mulliganing, I'm second, all that common stuff. So, oh, he rubbed his little belly. How cute. I actually love the little bear. Ooh. I'm gonna hold off on the Raider because I don't know what the opponent's playing. I don't need to rush it. Looks like it's mono red anyway. Okay, guess I should have played the Raider. Maybe it's big red? Well, let me take a look then. Let me see what the opponent is using. At least I get options to check. What are you doing? Show me your hand. He clearly didn't like me looking at his hand. Oh. Oh yeah, it's big red. Oh gosh. I don't really like any of these. I guess the banner, because that is kind of ramp. That feels alright to me. He's probably going to end up playing a Phoenix next turn. Don't you want to double my, Don't you want to double Paulo's power? So I guess the smarter move would have been to play the Raider, but I just wasn't sure if he was just having a super slow start to red, but that's usually not the case anyway, so I don't know why I thought that, but... If I draw a Winota... So probably plays the Phoenix here. Yep, makes sense. No blocks. I mean, I do more damage. Okay. So in this case, actually playing the Raider isn't half bad. And then we get to chuck a Plains. Find another Raider? That's actually fine. Again, both Raiders trigger Winota, so I'm okay with this. If this was another Red, I would have probably just played it, but not discarded, because I think Skyclave Apparition here is fantastic. Ooh, Winota's here. Okay. Perfect. So get rid of him. Attack with both. Next turn we can slam down Winota pretty comfortably, and then just, yeah, getting rid of the banner was huge. Okay, sure, take another 4. Okay, so I should have a good chance of winning right here, right now. Yep, there's the Historian. And we whiff on the second one. Pretty common. But this, he has to block with the Blade Historian. I think. He might still actually be able to win. He has to think about blocks. So there's 6 in the air, confirmed. Oh, actually, yeah, this is game. Alright, there you go. So, drawing with Winota. We could have played the Maja, but I was like, I don't have faith that we'll draw another Blade Historian, because we saw 2 on the first one. Or did we see 2 Majas? I think we actually saw 2 Majas. So, again, this is a little just bit more of a fun version of Winota. If you want to have a little bit more fun playing Winota, go ahead. I would recommend this one. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today. Just a little bit of having a little bit more fun of a common deck you're going to see on the layer. So thank you all so much. Again, follow me on Twitch, description down below, and a bunch of my other decks I've been playing. Thank you all so much for your support during this time. Next week there will be no uploads. I will be on vacation. I'm actually on vacation this week. I'm pre-recording, but next week I will just be hanging out with my friends and just actually visiting other streamers as well, so that'll be fun. So yeah, no uploads next week, or live stream for the next week as well, most likely. But continue to support me, make the channel grow. We're up almost to 300 subs, so I'd really like to see your support there. So anyways, right now up top, YouTube is showing a video of my most recent upload, and right below that is a video that YouTube thinks you specifically will like, so go ahead, check those out, explore the channel. Thank you all again so much for watching. See you for the next NerdPhil.